Alrighty, welcome to the top 8 of a 64 player draft. Managed to squeak out a 3-0 with quite a deck yesterday. It's about as mid as they come, but you know what? We take those, and now we're in the top 8. So we're going to try to win this top 8. Let's see, do I recognize anyone? No, not really. And I think I'm just going to first pick Force of Will. I think Force of Will is a great card. I like Legion Extruder, Fire Covenant, Lelia, but I mean, Dark Confidant's all right, Third Path's all right. But I'm going to take Force, hope Legion Extruder wheels maybe. I just think Force is the best card in that pack. And, a Lion's Eye Diamond? You know, I do love me an LED. And I think this early, I'm happy to take it. There's just so many cards this works with. Echo of Eons and Underworld Breach are the two big ones, but there's just a lot of ways to use the mana and to use the fact that it's a 0 mana artifact. So I would rather spec on LED than take Spell Pierce, which I think is the next card to take with Force in the pack already. Inti and Force are not like the best combo, so let's just take LED and see if we can draft something nice and busted. And here we've got a Taiga, we've got a Birds, we've got a Misty Rainforest. Also a Gristlebrand and a Research Desk, but I think Misty here. Misty's a good card. Getting a Misty early is pretty nice. Just good way to make sure that you can play whatever colors you need to play. And I'm not particularly locked into anything, so I think it makes more sense to take Misty than to take like Gristlebrand or Research Desk. Those are cards I like to have a little more information about my deck before I take them super early. LED is just similar to that, but that was also, that pack didn't have anything as strong as a fetch land. I would have taken a fetch land over LED had that been the option. All right. Well, I mean, I do like Vaultboard and Torsten if you're in Sneak Flash, though I don't have those cards right now. Brazen's good, but I think we all know. Swords to Plowshare is just too strong. I actually just had that in the Swiss deck, in the deck that I played in the previous draft to make top 8. And even though it wasn't a deck that was playing white for any card except Swords or had any particular reason for Swords, it was just fantastic still because that card is just so good. So part of the reason you take things like Misty is now a blue-white duel, and Swords is a relatively light splash in no matter where I end up. All right, and here there's another fetch. I'll just take that. I also could be a variety of different decks. I could end up in blue-white control. I don't want to take Council's Judgment or Wrath. I don't think they're as good as a fetch land, and I don't know where I'm going to be. When this pack comes back, it also could still have a Wrath in it. Probably not a Council's Judgment, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's possible it has a Wrath. I just think this early taking fetch lands is going to be better, and I don't know, who knows, maybe I pick up an Uro and end up in like a 4-color control deck. Maybe I do end up playing LED in a combo deck. There's just no way to really tell, and these are about as flexible of cards as it can get while also being powerful. So my start might look disjointed, but it could easily coalesce once I figured out what I'm doing. This pack isn't super helpful for that. I don't want to take Eureka or Winota. Those are powerful cards. I'm not really there. I don't think Metamorph makes too much sense. I might just take Duelist to the Mind. Defaulting to a blue card is kind of nice with Force of Will. You can target something with Swords or Force to trigger Nathan here. Or I could take Fatal Push. I have Verdant, which is really nice with Push, and Misty. I mean, 2 fetches, one of which is black. Duelist, I haven't been like mega impressed with. Let's just take Fatal Push. Maybe we end up playing 5 colors. Like this could be, you know, the LED wouldn't be in at that point, but this could easily be a 5-color deck. Oh, now there's Subtlety, which is great with Force just in either direction. It is a good card. There's Tireless Tracker, which looks pretty nice with like 2 fetches. So we got past a Spell Pierce that we didn't take. This last pack had Duelist to the Mind. Blue hasn't seemed super open, but getting like a 7th pick Subtlety isn't nothing either. There's also Pentad Prism, which is a totally fine card. I don't really want to take Infernal Grasp. I have 2 removal already. I think I'll just take Subtlety. I think that's still pretty good. Oh, wow. There's Natural Order and Probe and Renin 6 and a Prismatic Vista. I do like Renin 6 with fetch lands, but I might just take Prismatic Vista. Getting the 3rd fetch is pretty awesome. Yeah, let's just do that. I don't think I need to take a red-green card when I have all Esper cards, even though fetches obviously make it easier. Now I'll just take Prismatic Vista, and I have the mana to play whatever I want, like Fire Covenant, for example. This card's busted, and having it wheel is awesome. So take Fire Covenant here, and we're looking like I would have rather had Spell Pierce than LED, which is a risk you take, you know. And, oh, I might just Tameo here, though. First of all, Tameo LED Displacer Kitten is infinite. I don't care if I miss out on Gitrog or Railway Brawler. Jite, Ashen Rider. Yeah, let's take Tamio. Oh, now I take Taiga for sure, because that makes Misty red, Verdant red. Yeah, that's awesome. I like Grist too, but got to take some fetches and in a Surveil land over Caustic Bronco. Yeah, that's easy. Oh, now Omnath. This actually has turned into a great Omnath deck. Okay, didn't really consider that, but all right, let's get the LED out. Right now I've got 3 fetches and 2 duels to get, and I have 5 colors worth of stuff. I actually now am pretty happy I took Subtlety and Force. One of the things the Omnath style decks struggle with is being too slow, and this deck has 2 pitch spells and 2 1-drops, so that makes it a lot less likely. Plus, Fire Covenant, if you get behind but haven't taken tons of damage yet, Fire Covenant can really easily win you a game. And here there's Winota and Eureka. I don't think I'm going to play any of these. I guess, no, I'll take Eureka. I think I'm slightly more likely to want. And then Legolas's Quick Reflexes. I have an LED in the sideboard. You know, there's some cards I could open that would definitely make that card transition back into the main deck. But for right now, it looks like having a 5-color deck is pretty good. Okay. Now there's Urza. Urza's good. It's also Fury. Fury's also good. I don't think Mind Twister, Sunfall, or any of these other cards are the picks. So now I kind of have to decide, do I want Urza or Fury? If LED is a kind of vote for Urza a little bit. Fury, I have 1 red card to pitch, 2 red cards to pitch already, and it is good with Omnath. Turn 4 or turn 5, you go Omnath, play a fetch, crack it, cast Fury. But Urza's also a really strong card, and a blue card with these forces and subtleties seems good. I think I want to take Urza here. This doesn't have to be the most dedicated Urza deck, but I feel like this could be a nice Urza deck. And again, Fury, I guess I have Fatal Push, Swords, and Fire Covenant, and Subtlety, so I have a lot of anti-creature stuff. So yeah, Urza seems reasonable here. All right, here, there's a library, and this looks like an unbelievably good library deck. 2 pitch cards, 2 1-drops, Fire Covenant's good with library. There's also Hull Breacher, so if I got some draw 7s, Hull Breacher would be better. I think I'm going to take library here. I feel like this is just a really good setup for library, and we're not really in the Hull Breacher territory. Here, there's Fast Bond, Dak Vaden, and Force of Negation. Ooh, there's also Zurin Orb. If I take Fast Bond, I could probably wheel Zurin Orb, but this isn't that great of a Fast Bond deck outside of the Omnath. I might just take Force of Negation. Library with a bunch of forces is pretty great. All right, let's just do that. And then now there's Remand, Bloodstained Mire, and Steam Vents as the cards I'm looking at. I think Bloodstained Mire. Another fetch land sounds pretty good. I just picked up another counter. All right, let's do that. And there's Crucible for the Fastbond Zurin Orb thing, and Time Spiral for the Hull Breacher deck. I might still take Time Spiral. It's a good card. I don't mind casting it. It's that or take Parallax Wave. I don't really want to take Sylvan Caryatid. I think I would play Sylvan Caryatid, but I don't really want to go down that road if I can avoid it. What I really want is a Time Walk to go with this Tamio. I mean, I do like Parallax Wave in general, but I also really do like Time Spiral. Let's just take Time Spiral here. Oh, Balance? I love Balance. Yeah, I'll take Balance over a Triumph. Balance and Library aren't exactly a combo. There's a Displacer Kitten too for the Tamio, but I think Balance and just being a control deck sounds pretty good. You can play Time Spiral in those decks too. Spiral is one of the best draw 7s because you can kind of put it in most decks, and just when you cast it, as long as you have some decent stuff to do with it, it's fine. But yeah, the LED's still not really being all that interesting, though it is good with Balance. If you can set it up such, you can cast Balance, crack LED in response, they discard their whole hand, and hopefully you have stuff in play. Maybe Tamio. Yeah, we've got a deck going here. I'm not sure exactly which direction it's going to end up in, and I could use some blue duels. I don't have any of those. I just have a red-white and a red-green duel. I guess 2 of my fetches get blue naturally. All right, here we go. Meticulous Archive makes Misty into white. Doesn't help with the Verdant, doesn't help with the Mire. Oh, wow. It's actually not the most helpful duel, but I don't really want Turnabout. We're not doing that thing. Yeah, let's take the Archive anyway. I think it'll be fine. Upheaval, I'm really not that good at doing, even with Urza. So I might just take... I could take Odawara, or I could take one of these duels that don't really help, and I already have a Surveil land. Let's just take Otawara. I love Otawara. I have 2 Surveil lands actually, so all my duels except Verdant get a Surveil land. Yeah, we don't really need the black-green one all that much. Wow. Channel does not typically wheel, which means no one's taken Emrakul yet. I could play it, but I think I'm just going to take Prismatic Ending. It's such a good, efficient removal spell. It's the kind of card I want. I don't really need Overgrown Tomb either. All right. I'm kind of like 5-color blue-white. You know, we'll see. Thought Scour or Nishoba Brawler or Harvester, I suppose. Harvester isn't a crazy card to consider. I don't really want Brawler that much. It just doesn't seem like the kind of thing this deck is not interested in doing. Thought Scour isn't amazing though. Now let's take the Harvester. At the very least, I could sideboard it in. All right, and here I might just take Tarmogoyf because there's some matchups where having Goyf is good. I don't think Manamorphose is excellent. I mean, it's okay, but I prefer not to play it generally, especially in a deck that I don't think red and green are going to be its primary colors, so that doesn't really make that much sense either. Oh, here, Time Warp and Bring to Light are both interesting, but I'm going to take Time Warp because Spiral into Warp is great, and so is Omnath into Time Warp, and I can set those up pretty nicely. And if you have enough mana, Tamiyo Time Warp is good. Let's just get a Time Walk in pack 3. Is that too much to ask for, honestly? And some duels, yeah. Oh, Caryatid Wield? Okay, I'll take it now. I think Botanical Sanctum is good, but Caryatid is quite strong. So let's take that. It's not the best with balance, I suppose, but it's pretty good otherwise. Ooh, a free Triumph? It's not, even the best Triumph for me, but a free Triumph's a free Triumph. I don't take that for granted. So Blessed Mirror is already getting white. Verdant now gets red and white, which it didn't before. No, it got red already. So all it did is turn Verdant into white, but also just having the Triumph is nice. Oh, I don't think I really want to play Avacyn's Pilgrim. The reason I don't mind Caryatid is if they have Lightning Bolt, Caryatid doesn't care about that. They can Bolt Pilgrim, and Bolt's not good against any other card in my deck. So I do like having... It's better to have no targets for early removal if you can swing that. All right, what do we got? There's Echo of Eons. Once again, missing out on that Hull Breacher pick, but Library's a great card. So there's Jace the Mind Sculptor, Teferi. I really hope I wheel Uro. I'm not going to take it here, but this is such a good Uro deck. I think I might take Echo. It's really busted with LED. It's good with Tamiyo. It's good with Omnath, Time Warp, and all that stuff. So yeah, I think Echo's pretty good. I think Uro has a really good chance of wheeling here. And let's see. Oh, a Mox Emerald and a Mana Drain and a Sneak Attack too. But I'm going to take Mox Emerald. That's a gift. We take those. A green Mox, huh? All right. And can you get anything back here? I'm not really going to count on it. All right. And here, what do we have? Nothing great for me, honestly. I mean, Generous Ent is fine. I don't really know how this deck wins is kind of my main problem. I could take Breach, but I mean, all the good stuff. Worldspawn, I guess, is in this pack, but Vaultborn and Torsten are gone. It seems kind of late in the game to do that. Red-green, I already have a Taiga. Not really a good Daze deck. I mean, I might just take Generous Ent. It gets red. Oh, I don't think it's green and red right now. My jewels. None of these cards are really that intriguing. Let's just take Generous Ent. It's just a kind of generically good card. Oh, Stoic Sphinx could actually win me some games. Though Oust is also pretty nice. I guess what this deck could do is just like cast Oust, Fatal Push, Prismatic Ending, Plow, Force, Fire, just kill all their stuff, and then cast like Time Spiral into Time Warp or something along those lines. Yeah, all right, I'll take Oust. I'll pick that up. And then, Leovold. There we go. We found ourselves a nice little win condition. It's Leovold and cast a draw 7. Okay. Easy enough. And here, there's Chain Lightning. There's Indatha Triumph. It's pretty brutal. I only have 2 more picks to find. Let's see. I guess a blue-black duel would be ideal. Do I want Chain Lightning? I don't think I want Pyrokinesis or Nexus. Cryptic Code actually isn't that bad. Indatha Triome. Oh, it makes Generous Ent get black and white. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right. I have a lot of cheap white and black removal too, so I think Indatha Triome is going to be solid for me. Really want that Uro to wheel, and really would love to pick up like a Volcanic or Underground Sea. Would both be pretty nice. Instead, we have Once Upon a Time or Cryptic Command or Fabled Passage. I don't really need Fabled Passage. There's also, I guess, True Name, but I think I might just take Cryptic. This deck's going to have a lot of blue mana. Seems like it would be a good Cryptic deck. Good controlling card here. I passed up on Remand for Bloodstained Mire, I think. And Remand is the only 2-mana counter that I've seen, really. But I have Subtlety, Force, Cryptic. So I have a bunch of like free counters. This last pick, I think it would be very reasonable to get out. Not even Underground Sea. Watery Grave. See, I'm not even being greedy. Let's see what we pick up here. All right, here. No, I don't need Frantic Search. It is nice with Echo of Eons, but I don't think it's going to be good otherwise. I might just take Othari. That's a good way to win the game. Othari with Force backup. Yeah, all right. I'm in. Uro came back. Yes, Uro is so good in this deck. So, yeah, Jetmir's Gardens would be cool and all, but Xander's Lounge? Now my duels all make all the colors? Oh, that was such a perfect pickup too. I didn't really anticipate that. Okay, we've got a chance here. I actually feel like this deck now has a pretty good chance of winning. I'm just trying to slam Leovold, Omnath, or Othari, force their next play, and then either win with, kind of that, or just cast a draw 7, especially with like a Leovold out. And I've got a lot of cheap removal. I actually think I want Pillage the Bog here. This seems like a nice one. Little Demonic Tutor action. And then I could take Copperline Gorge, though I don't have very much red. Maybe I'd rather have Tough Cookie as a sideboard card. Oh, Savannah I will take, though. That's a freebie. Okay. Things actually worked out really nicely. Pack 3, things kind of got pulled together. And we even got a Pyrokinesis that I guess I'm not really going to play. LED plus Uro is also a nice combo. You can turn 2 Uro. You just got to move all in. You go Island, LED sack for green, flashback Uro. Boom. Doing it. All right, let's get to deck building. All right. Definitely did not end up being the best Urza deck, but I don't know that it'd be the best Fury deck either, so not too worried about that. I get to add 4 more lands. Well, 3 more because Generous Ent actually counts, and that would leave us with 16 lands plus Ent and Mox, so actually we're just kind of perfect here. I guess Tarmogoyf would be the next add if I wanted it. I think LED is good enough with Echo, with Leovold, and with Uro, and with Tamiyo too. Like you can do things like play Tamiyo, sack LED, then Tamiyo back something and cast it. Just, seems like a reasonable way to do it. Plus balance. Also, Pillage the Bog, plot it, then balance LED. Ooh. Okay, I think I like this. And let's go piles by color. So we've got basically 3 black cards, a bunch of 2 red cards, and a bunch of white, blue, and green cards. So LED is just whatever. So this is Triome, colorless over here. Triome, and then dual fetches and duels. Otawara is a single color card, kind of like the Mox. Okay, so looking at this, I'm probably going to need to cut a land here, funnily enough. I need to play one of each basic, at least. Because the problem is I have Prismatic Vista, so if I don't play a basic, then I lose the Vista. Let's see, if I don't have a basic Swamp, also these, I need a basic Swamp to have an untapped way to get those. So I need one of each basic, which means, I might have to cut Otawara. That is kind of crazy. Because what basics or what lands am I cutting? I guess I could cut... I guess I'll cut... Well, how many blue sources do I have? Hold on. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blue sources. I don't even really want to cut an island or Otawara. So what that means is I probably need to cut a spell and just play 1 extra land. That's one option. Honestly, I could cut this Urza. it doesn't do that much for me. I don't have very many artifacts. All right. Wild. And I need to cut a land still. It could be Savai Triome. Let's see. So Verdant gets all the colors. Beastie gets all the colors. Misty doesn't get Savai Triome anyway. Bloodstained Mire gets red, black, white, blue, green. Yeah, that's really odd, but I think I cut a Savai Triome. All right, and then I play like slightly over on lands with Otawara as an extra spell. So this is 9 blue, 1, 2, or 8. This is still only 8 blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's still 8 blue sources. Maybe I can't play this Cryptic either? Oh, 9 blue sources with Generous, and it does not get blue. It gets all the other colors. Right? It gets red, green, white, black. Yeah, it gets all the other colors. All right, well, in that case, we'll cut Cryptic Command. I don't want to play a land, though. I want to either add back in Urza. Yeah, Urza's still going to be better than Tarmogoyf, I think. And then I've got to have enough sources of the rest. Yeah, I'm sure I do. All right. Let's see how this goes. Kind of an odd deck, but it's got some play to it. Having double Force can be really good in the right matchup. Triple if you count Subtlety. Fire Covenant and Balance and Cheap Removal is good in the right matchup. And it's got some powerful stuff going on like Leovold Echo or Time Spiral. So let's see if we can kind of assemble the pieces together. So looking at it some more, it's too late now because we started, but I actually think I should have just cut the basic Mountain. I don't think I needed that one. Yeah, I'll keep this hand. I mean, Balance into Authority could be good. I don't know. It's Elegant Parlor. Yeah, that actually seems fine. It gets me my mana for Authority. Gets me another Surveil. Mishra's Research Desk. Yeah, Balance looking a little worse if that's what's going on. Let's cycle Generous End here first. And I think I'm going to pick up an Indatha Triumph and then play Elegant Parlor. I'll put Fatal Push into my graveyard. What I would really like to find is an Uro. Uro would be nice. Magda? And me without my Fatal Push? Oh, LED. There are 5 cards. I mean, I might just cast Balance here. I don't think I want to balance and blow up all the lands. I think I'm just going to balance, just basically kill the Magda. Play Misty. And probably looking to cycle this Indatha Triumph at some point here. If I had something a little better going on, I could have seen it. Plus, Balance didn't look good against Research Desk, and it's definitely not good against Mishra's Workshop. So, I guess it's not going to be one of my better cards in this matchup. I will say that. Pentad Prism? Sure. To sack Research Desk? That's... Okay, they're exiling Cannoneer, and so they can play Academy next turn. That's a pretty weird way to do that, but... Oh, Echo of Eons. I was supposed to sack the Misty, I guess. Let's just wait a turn, because I can't echo away the library anyway, or sorry, the Academy anyway. Let's just try to get Othari into play and then maybe echo after that. It's not like Academy's doing too much. What is this? A Ballista or something? Oh, Nexus of Becoming. Okay. Well, this might be a short-lived top 8 into a Mirror Battle Ball. Let's crack the Misty. Let's get Xander's Lounge. And an Oust. Hooray. Let's play Othari. Look, I'm pretty dead here, but I don't think I'm going to echo right yet. One of the ways I could potentially win here would be hitting Echo into Time Warp. So let's see if we can do that. They have 1,000,000 mana, like an actual million, given that the Academy with 7 artifacts in play and Workshop. So they can basically do whatever they want. They're drafting the deck that I like to draft. Much rather be on the Academy side than the 5-color nonsense side. If I'd kept Fatal Push on top, which I didn't really make sense given the context, I could have maybe saved the balance. I could have also just saved the balance, but didn't seem like it was getting a whole lot better. And I guess against Battlesphere it would be okay here, but we've got a chance. Look, if I go Crack LED Echo, hit Time Warp, hit Tamiyo, hit LED again, and then go Time Warp, land, next turn Tamiyo, LED, -3 on Time Warp, Crack LED, Time Warp again, that's enough Othari hits that I might be able to just kill them. It'll kind of depend on what they do here. So we'll see. All right. Nexus of Becoming. See what they're putting into play. Magda the Horde Master. Okay, well, it doesn't trigger off this, at least. Though I do certainly feel like a crime is being committed. And let's see. Oh, good. They're starting with a workshop. I mean, at the very least, they have... Oh, they must have drawn that off the Nexus, because otherwise you would have just played that first and equipped it and almost killed me. At least I would imagine. They can Mishra's Research Desk too. Okay, Moving Needle Cyst. Sahili. All right. Yeah, into what? We're just watching them go off now. Because we're certainly not getting there. Into Fiery Confluence. Killing all creatures. Okay. To kill that Othari. That's unfortunate. Yeah, let's go Oust on the Battle Ball. Sack this for blue. Play Echo. Okay. I guess I can play Omnath because I left Omnath mana up. Wow, what a good play. And draw Time Warp? Oh, Tamiyo. So when I do find the Time Warp, it'll be really good. Crack Verdant. Let's get Savannah, I suppose. And I can't play Urza here, funnily enough, but I can play Tamiyo. And I can +1 Tamiyo. And I'm going to name Time Warp here. Milled Odawara, Balance, and lands. Well, I have a Force and a Subtlety, so I can counter one thing here. They still have a lot of mana. There's a Balance to pick up, which that could do something. I can't really imagine, especially... Sure. There's Sahili and Third Path here. So they can play something. I guess Palantir is also fine. They can now, if they really want to go hard, they can turn a token into a Third Path and then cast more spells. That would be pretty funny. But we'll see what they do. They also, I guess I have an Omnath to block here. They also could make something into a Third Path and equip Nettle Cyst to it and attack with the Nettle Cyst this turn. But unless it's literally lethal, I'm not blocking with Omnath. Okay, yeah, they're making a second Third Path. I mean, they could make it lethal fairly easily here, to be honest. Every artifact, they cast 2 artifacts. That's already enough, I assume. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, that's 2 artifacts is 12. Yeah, I mean, I think we're doing some good stuff, but it's just not competing with what my opponent is doing in the slightest. Yeah, there goes the Third Path. I mean, they should play some things, too. If it's one big thing, I can at least try to counter it. Fiery Confluence. I don't know that I need to counter this, because I think I have to chump with Omnath anyway. I assume they can make one more artifact. Oh. They're just putting a Fury into play and killing me right now. Okay. Didn't think I was winning anyway. Do I have a sideboard? I have Cryptic Command. That might be better than Oust. And I'm going to take out the basic mountain and add an island. Cool. We got there. Let's play first. All right. I don't love it, but I have a second island, so this Prismatic Vista can get blue. So Cryptic is coming up soon. If I draw an LED, I can get a quick Time Twister in. I like how some of my best cards are also just not even good in this matchup. Like Balance is a pretty strong card, and against the all artifact deck, it's just going to do nothing. But, oh, Fire Covenant, nope. Look, I beat a horrendous matchup to make top 8, so never say never, right? Okay. Let's just get another blue. Though, maybe I'm supposed to, I guess I have all my colors but black. Yeah, maybe I just wait on it anyway. Currency Converter, sure. I guess it's better they play it turn 2. Plains, what a good draw. I'll have a Cryptic up next turn if I draw a blue. Oh, an Omnath. Okay. I can't cast Omnath right now, funnily enough. That's fine. This Prismatic Vista can't get... I've drawn the plains and the forest, so it can't actually get a land that can cast Omnath because I already have the island in play, which is really funny. I mean, I'm just casting next turn, leaving up Prismatic Vista, I guess, will be the plan. I do look like I have a counterspell, even though, haha, little do they know that I do not. Draw. All right, I guess I'm just going to do that. I'll get an island, forest, authority. Oh, nice. They didn't have a way to kill it. Let's send. And, oh, they're just going to Fiery Confluence it away? Okay, that's fine with me. They're going to loot again. Well, next turn I'm going to play Omnath, and if I draw a fetch land, I could cast Echo Vions, but I guess I won't count on that. I assume we're getting Fiery Confluenced given that last turn. Yeah. Having a force here would be nice. I mean, part of the way that I could potentially win a game, right, is to just force. Oh, let's start with Omnath here, but I'd be interested in spiraling next turn, maybe. If I draw a fetch, actually, I guess I could spiral this turn. I did not. All right, land, go. I mean, time spiral into fetch land time warp is pretty nice. They didn't seem to have very many counter spells. Let's hope Omnath lives through this turn. Okay, what is this? Nexus? That's what it looks like to me. Oh, Kappa Cannoneer. All right, that's not necessarily the worst. Magda, sure. All right. Well, we get to do something here. Draw Subtlety at turn 2 late is what we get to do. All right, I'm going to cast Time Spiral. Not playing my land yet because I want to play a fetch land. Okay, what do we hit? Oh, we hit some good ones. All right, so let's untap. Prismatic Vista. Crack it. I'll just get the swamp now. And I want to play with Thari and Leovold, I think, and Uro. Can I play all of it? Oh, I also want to kill the Currency Converter and leave up Swords to Plowshares. So let's go Prismatic Ending on Currency Converter. They can make a thing now. That's fine. I guess maybe can I not Uro this turn? Let's see. I have 3, 4, 5, 3. I mean, I guess I could Uro and hope to hit a land, which I guess would be kind of nice with Omnath too. Let's see. But if I Uro and miss on a land, I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 mana. I guess I just won't have swords up. I think that's fine. I'm willing to take that risk. I know we'll put it into play because it'll trigger Omnath again. and Othari. Leaving up Leovold. And because I have an experience counter already, it actually will make 2 tokens this time. Othari remembers. Othari did not forget. Okay, and let's play Leovold, and I guess hope they don't have Fiery Confluence again. But if they do, Uro maybe eventually comes back. And I have enough mana now that I can Swords that Kappa Cannoneer next turn. That was pretty good. I played Time Spiral and played 6 cards out of my hand. 7, really, because the Uro cycled. So we made use of it. They're at 7. I've got an Othari that's going to put 3 tokens into play next turn. I have a Leovold, which, you know, could potentially mess them up. Let's see what they're starting with. A Mishra's Research Desk. Okay. And I'm at 35, which is nice, too. Yeah, maybe they don't have the Fiery Confluence yet. If they don't have Fiery Confluence, we'll see what they do. Nexus of Becoming is a lot less appealing when it doesn't draw you a card, thanks to Leovold. I mean, obviously, if they have Portal to Phyrexia or something, that's not good. If they hit Academy, that's probably not good. Oh, they burned the 2 colorless. Okay. Yeah, I'll block Magda with Leovold because blocking with Omnath I don't think makes too much sense. I feel like they're going to Fiery Confluence if they're attacking with Magda here. All right. I mean, they had the card I was hoping they wouldn't have. That is unfortunate. I still get to potentially bring back Uro. I guess I actually have enough to Swords the Cannoneer, pay, and bring back Uro if I want. Duelist of the Mind. All right, let's see what we draw first. Oh. Yeah. Let's do that. 3. And I don't think they can put an artifact into play at instant speed here. So 8. So let's pay 1 red, black. Pay the ward on this thing. 3, 4. And hope that works out. Okay. And now Uro is active. And I get to hit them down to 3 with Omnath. And they have 4 cards in hand. All right. We definitely have not lost this game yet. And I can Uro, maybe not exiling Othari. They hit Battle Ball and tokens. Okay. Well, I get to Swords the Battle Ball. And that way I get to lose Leovold and leave Othari in the graveyard. I think I'd rather, if I make it to Echo, rather do it that way. I'm just going to Swords that now. In case they play Academy here. No Academy. All right. And I get to draw an Uro here. Oh, balance. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lands. I have 8 lands too. Okay. All right, now they have to lose their hand plus 3 of their mirror tokens. That worked pretty nicely. Balance and then flashback Uro is pretty awesome. Okay. We're we're trying. They lost. Oh, they didn't spell pierce it? Ooh, big mistake. I guess it didn't matter here, but it definitely could. All right, sneak attack in there too. So let's see. I want to get rid of Prismatic Vista, Prismatic Ending, Fire Covenant, Swords. And I think I'd rather keep Balance in the deck than Leovold. Though I don't know how much it matters here. Uro. Yeah, I'll put a Myra into play. Trigger. All right. I got game 2. This is how it begins, I suppose. Okay. So going into game 3. Part of the problem is I don't have Pest Infestation or Dak Fade or any of the good artifact punishers either. I could put a Tarmogoyf into my deck. Doesn't seem like it would do very well. No. I think I'm ready to roll here. All right, on the draw. Let's battle. I have Fatal Push, Prismatic Ending. Yeah, all right. Mulling to Library of Alexandria doesn't really work very well. Oh. Okay. Yeah, see, I don't know why they gave me hope. No, you can't draw a card. I take 5 already. Cool. I mean, if I draw planes, I can Prismatic Ending something early. I have Fatal Push for like Magda or Third Path. And Othari is one of my better threats. So that's kind of what I was thinking with this hand, but it's really not going to work very well if they're turn 1 Workshop Palantiring me. And I'm not going to let them draw. All right, I didn't take any damage. I did mill a research desk. Not drawing a white also hasn't helped, but all it would have done so far is kill Currency Converter. Though I guess if I draw a white now, I can kill the Palantir. What is this? Oh, Nexus. Yeah, I'm just not beating this draw with almost any of my draws. I guess I could have mold and then forced. I could Fatal Push the Chromatic Star. I guess I probably will. I don't care what they're doing with their thing. They milled a Troxa, sure. Draw. All right. Not a really winnable match. Obviously, like that game, my hand didn't pan out, but I'm not really beating this start with almost any of my hands. And you know what? That'll do it. That'll finish this draft. An unfortunate fizzle out in the top 8, but our deck just ended up okay, and we played against a really good one, and that'll happen. So that'll do it for today. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and you know what? Next time I'll try to win the top 8. As always, got a draft going up every day, so I will see you tomorrow for another draft. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel, and you won't miss a single draft.